Here are some multiple choice questions MCQs related to research ethics, along with immediate answers. 1. What is the primary purpose of research ethics? A. To increase funding for research. B. To protect the rights and welfare of research participants. C. To ensure research is conducted efficiently. D. To promote collaboration among researchers. Answer. B. To protect the rights and welfare of research participants. 2. Which of the following is not considered a fundamental principle of research ethics? A. Respect for persons. B. Beneficence. C. Non-maleficence. D. Profit maximization. Answer. D. Profit maximization. 3. Informed consent in research refers to A. A form signed by the researcher. B. Participants agreeing to participate after being informed of the study. C. Participants agreeing to waive their rights. D. A mandatory meeting before starting a study. Answer. B. Participants agreeing to participate after being informed of the study. 4. Which organization is known for establishing ethical guidelines for research involving human subjects in the U.S.? A. WHO. B. NIH. C. APA. D. Belmont Report. Answer. D. Belmont Report. 5. Research misconduct includes which of the following? A. Data fabrication. B. Plagiarism. C. Both A and B. D. Only unauthorized data sharing. Answer. C. Both A and B. 6. What is the principle of beneficence in research ethics? A. Researchers must prioritize their own interests. B. Researchers should maximize benefits and minimize harm. C. Researchers can do whatever they like as long as it is legal. D. Researchers must conduct research in secret. Answer. B. Researchers should maximize benefits and minimize harm. 7. Which of the following is an important aspect of maintaining confidentiality in research? A. Sharing participant data with friends. B. Using coded identifiers instead of names. C. Posting results online without restriction. D. Keeping participant data in an unsecured location. Answer. B. Using coded identifiers instead of names. 8. Ethical review boards, also known as institutional review boards (ERBs), are responsible for A. Granting research funding. B. Evaluating the ethical aspects of research proposals. C. Writing research papers for researchers. D. Conducting experiments. Answer. B. Evaluating the ethical aspects of research proposals. 9. Which of the following is a potential conflict of interest in research? A. A researcher is funded by a pharmaceutical company. B. A researcher uses their personal funds. C. A researcher collaborates with peers. D. A researcher publishes findings. Answer. A. A researcher is funded by a pharmaceutical company. 10. When is it acceptable to conduct research without obtaining informed consent? A. When research involves minimal risk. B. When participants are unaware of the research. C. When research is for educational purposes. D. It is never acceptable. Answer. A. When the research involves minimal risk. Feel free to use or modify these questions as needed. You said 100 more. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Here's a set of 100 multiple choice questions MCQs related to research ethics, along with their immediate answers. MCQ Sun Research Ethics. 1. Which of the following best defines research ethics? A. Laws governing research. B. Principles guiding researchers to conduct ethical research. C. Techniques for conducting experiments. D. Guidelines for publishing research. Answer. B. Principles guiding researchers to conduct ethical research. 2. What is informed consent? A. Agreement to participate without any information. B. A legal document that participants sign. C. Voluntary agreement based on understanding the research. D. An informal agreement. Answer. C. Voluntary agreement based on understanding the research. 3. What should researchers do if a participant withdraws consent during a study? A. Ignore their request. B. Continue the research without their data. C. Remove their data from the study. D. Compensate them for their time. Answer. C. Remove their data from the study. 4. Who is responsible for ensuring ethical standards in research? A. Only the principal investigator. B. The funding agency. C. All researchers involved in the study. D. Only the participants. Answer. C. All researchers involved in the study. 5. What is data fabrication? A. Altering data to fit a hypothesis. B. Making up data that does not exist. C. Misrepresenting data in publications. D. Collecting data incorrectly. Answer: B. Making up data that does not exist. 6. Which principle is concerned with do no harm in research? A. Justice. B. Respect for persons. C. Beneficence. D. Autonomy. Answer: C. Beneficence. 7. When conducting research with vulnerable populations, researchers must A. Use these populations for convenience. B. Ensure additional protections and considerations. C. Not inform them about the study. D. Avoid these populations altogether. Answer: B. Ensure additional protections and considerations. 8. Which document provides the ethical framework for research involving human subjects in the U.S.? A. Nuremberg Code. B. Declaration of Helsinki. C. Belmont Report. D. APA Ethics Code. Answer: C. Belmont Report. 9. What is plagiarism? A. Sharing data with colleagues. B. Citing sources incorrectly. C. Presenting someone else's work as your own. D. Collaborating with others on research. Answer: C. Presenting someone else's work as your own. 10. Which ethical principle requires researchers to treat all participants fairly? A. Beneficence. B. Autonomy. C. Justice. D. Informed consent. Answer: C. Justice. 11. What must researchers disclose in a conflict of interest statement? A. Their funding sources. B. Their personal opinions. C. Their research findings. D. Their study location. Answer: A. Their funding sources. 12. How should researchers handle sensitive data? A. Store it in an unsecured place. B. Keep it confidential and secure. C. Share it openly with colleagues. D. Destroy it immediately after use. Answer: B. Keep it confidential and secure. 13. What does the term debriefing refer to in research ethics? A. Informing participants about the study after it is completed. B. Preparing participants before the study. C. Collecting data from participants. D. Analyzing the data collected. Answer: A. Informing participants about the study after it is completed. 14. When is it permissible to conduct deception in research? A. When it serves the research's purpose and no alternative exists. B. Whenever researchers want to enhance results. C. When participants are unaware of their involvement. D. It is never permissible. Answer: A. When it serves the research's purpose and no alternative exists. 15. What is a risk-benefit analysis? A. A financial assessment of a research project. B. Evaluating potential risks against the expected benefits of the research. C. A summary of potential participants. D. An estimate of funding required. Answer: B. Evaluating potential risks against the expected benefits of the research. 16. Which of the following best describes autonomy in research ethics? A. The ability of researchers to make independent decisions. B. Participants' right to make informed choices about their involvement. C. The freedom to publish without restrictions. D. The capability to conduct research without oversight. Answer: B. Participants' right to make informed choices about their involvement. 17. What is the principle of least harm? A. The researcher should conduct research without any planning. B. Researchers must choose methods that minimize harm to participants. C. Harm can be ignored in research. D. Participants should be compensated for harm. Answer: B. Researchers must choose methods that minimize harm to participants. 18. Which of the following practices can enhance research integrity? A. Conducting research without oversight. B. Regularly auditing research practices. C. Focusing only on results. D. Keeping research methods secret. Answer: B. Regularly auditing research practices. 19. In the context of research ethics, what does anonymity mean? A. Participants can choose to remain anonymous in publications. B. Participants cannot be identified by their data. C. Researchers can disclose participant identities. D. Participants are required to provide personal information. Answer: B. Participants cannot be identified by their data. 20. When should researchers obtain informed consent? A. Only before data collection. B. Before and after data collection. C. During data analysis. D. It is not necessary. Answer. A. Only before data collection. 21. What role do institutional review boards (IRBs) play in research ethics? A. Approving all research proposals without scrutiny. B. Evaluating research proposals for ethical compliance. C. Funding research projects. D. Writing research papers for researchers. Answer. B. Evaluating research proposals for ethical compliance. 22. Which of the following statements about children as research participants is true? A. Children can give valid informed consent. B. Children cannot participate in research. C. Parental consent is generally required. D. Children should be the only participants. Answer. C. Parental consent is generally required. 23. What is the Nuremberg Code? A. A guideline for medical research ethics. B. A financial guideline for research funding. C. A set of rules for laboratory safety. D. A historical document unrelated to research. Answer. A guideline for medical research ethics. 24. Which of the following is a common ethical issue in qualitative research? A. Sample size. B. Data collection methods. C. Researcher bias and subjectivity. D. Statistical analysis. Answer. C. Researcher bias and subjectivity. 25. When researchers share data with others, they should A. Share it without restrictions. B. Ensure confidentiality and proper permissions. C. Disclose participant identities. D. Ignore data protection laws. Answer. B. Ensure confidentiality and proper permissions. 26. What is the purpose of the Declaration of Helsinki? A. To outline ethical principles for medical research involving human subjects. B. To regulate funding for research. C. To establish guidelines for animal research. D. To provide a framework for international law. Answer. A. To outline ethical principles for medical research involving human subjects. 27. What should researchers do to maintain transparency in research? A. Keep methods secret. B. Report findings honestly, even if they are unfavorable. C. Only share positive results. D. Avoid peer review. Answer. B. Report findings honestly, even if they are unfavorable. 28. What does retrospective consent mean? A. Consent obtained after a study has been completed. B. Consent obtained before a study starts. C. Consent that is not necessary. D. Consent obtained verbally during a study. Answer. A. Consent obtained after a study has been completed. 29. Which of the following is a potential consequence of research misconduct? A. Improved public trust. B. Legal penalties and loss of credibility. C. Increased funding opportunities. D. Enhanced reputation. Answer. B. Legal penalties and loss of credibility. 30. When conducting research on sensitive topics, researchers should A. Avoid providing support to participants. B. Offer resources for mental health or counseling if needed. C. Ignore participant concerns. D. Conduct research without ethical review. Answer. B. Offer resources for mental health or counseling if needed. 31. In the context of research ethics, what is researcher bias? A. A conscious effort to influence outcomes. B. A systematic error in the research process. C. Ignoring participant input. D. A positive attribute. Answer. B. A systematic error in the research process. 32. Which of the following is an example of unintentional misconduct? A. Deliberately falsifying results. B. Not properly citing sources. C. Conducting unauthorized experiments. D. Fabricating data. Answer. B. Not properly citing sources. 33. Researchers must be aware of cultural sensitivities when A. Designing their studies. B. Writing publications. C. Analyzing data. D. All of the above. Answer. D. All of. You said. More toughest. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Here's a set of challenging multiple choice questions MCQs related to research ethics, along with their immediate answers. Tough MCQ Sun Research Ethics. 1. The principle of beneficence in research ethics primarily focuses on A. Ensuring that the benefits of research outweigh the risks to participants. B. Promoting the autonomy of participants. C. Guaranteeing equitable selection of research subjects. D. Protecting the integrity of the research process. Answer. A. Ensuring that the benefits of research outweigh the risks to participants. 2. Which of the following scenarios best exemplifies a violation of research ethics related to informed consent? A. A researcher provides detailed information about the study to participants. B. A researcher uses a consent form that is difficult for participants to understand. C. A researcher obtains consent in a group setting. D. A researcher allows participants to ask questions before signing consent. Answer. B. A researcher uses a consent form that is difficult for participants to understand. 3. In the context of research ethics, coercion refers to A. Providing financial incentives to participants. B. Forcing participants to engage in a study against their will. C. Offering participants the option to withdraw at any time. D. Encouraging participation through informative sessions. Answer. B. Forcing participants to engage in a study against their will. 4. What is the primary ethical concern regarding the use of deception in research? A. It can lead to biased results. B. It undermines the principle of informed consent. C. It is difficult to implement effectively. D. It can increase participant motivation. Answer. B. It undermines the principle of informed consent. 5. Which of the following is a key ethical issue related to the use of animals in research? A. Sample size determination. B. The balance between scientific knowledge and animal welfare. C. Data analysis techniques. D. Publishing results. Answer. B. The balance between scientific knowledge and animal welfare. 6. What does the common rule refer to in U.S. research ethics? A. A set of guidelines for animal research. B. A federal policy for the protection of human subjects. C. A rule for funding agencies only. D. A legal document for research misconduct. Answer. B. A federal policy for the protection of human subjects. 7. In which situation is a waiver of informed consent most likely permissible? A. When the research involves minimal risk and does not adversely affect rights and welfare. B. When participants are unaware of the study. C. When researchers want to save time. D. When consent forms are too lengthy. Answer. A. When the research involves minimal risk and does not adversely affect rights and welfare. 8. Which ethical principle emphasizes the fair distribution of research benefits and burdens? A. Respect for persons. B. Beneficence. C. Justice. D. Autonomy. Answer. C. Justice. 9. Which of the following is an ethical guideline for conducting qualitative research? A. The researcher's perspective should be completely hidden from participants. B. The researcher should actively participate in the research setting. C. The researcher must disclose their biases to participants. D. Participants must be fully informed of every detail of the study in advance. Answer. C. The researcher must disclose their biases to participants. 10. What is a potential ethical dilemma when conducting cross-cultural research? A. All cultures respond the same to research methodologies. B. Ignoring local customs and values may harm participants. C. Participants are always aware of their rights. D. There are no ethical concerns in cross-cultural research. Answer. B. Ignoring local customs and values may harm participants. 11. What does non-maleficence require researchers to do? A. Maximize potential benefits while minimizing potential harm. B. Disregard any possible negative outcomes. C. Ensure that no one benefits from the research. D. Act in the best interest of the research team. Answer. A. Maximize potential benefits while minimizing potential harm. 12. Which of the following is a consequence of failing to obtain informed consent? A. The study can proceed without any issues. B. The research results may be invalidated. C. Participants are guaranteed compensation. D. Participants automatically retain confidentiality. Answer. B. The research results may be invalidated. 13. In qualitative research, what is a significant ethical consideration when using interviews? A. The interview settings should be formal. B. Participants should be made aware of the researcher's hypotheses. C. The confidentiality of participants must be strictly maintained. D. All interviews must be recorded for accuracy. Answer. C. The confidentiality of participants must be strictly maintained. 14. What role does ethical training play for researchers? A. It is optional and not required by most institutions. B. It helps researchers understand the importance of ethical practices. C. It only focuses on data analysis techniques. D. It is primarily for researchers in the medical field. Answer. B. It helps researchers understand the importance of ethical practices. 15. Which of the following actions demonstrates ethical behavior in publishing research findings? A. Selectively reporting data that supports a hypothesis. B. Collaborating with others without acknowledging their contributions. C. Full disclosure of any conflicts of interest. D. Refusing to share raw data with other researchers. Answer. C. Full disclosure of any conflicts of interest. 16. What is an ethical issue that can arise in longitudinal research studies? A. Ensuring informed consent at the beginning of the study only. B. Maintaining participant engagement over time. C. The need for ongoing informed consent. D. The use of deceptive practices. Answer. C. The need for ongoing informed consent. 17. The ethical principle of autonomy emphasizes A. The right of participants to make informed choices. B. The obligation of researchers to ensure accuracy in reporting. C. The necessity for external oversight of research. D. The importance of publishing findings promptly. Answer. A. The right of participants to make informed choices. 18. What is exempt research in the context of IRB review? A. Research that does not require ethical oversight. B. Research with minimal risk that does not require full IRB review. C. Any research involving vulnerable populations. D. All research studies. Answer. B. Research with minimal risk that does not require full IRB review. 19. What ethical issues can arise from using technology in research, e.g., online surveys? A. Enhanced data collection methods. B. Difficulty in maintaining participant anonymity. C. Increased participant engagement. D. Simplified data analysis. Answer. B. Difficulty in maintaining participant anonymity. 20. In research ethics, what does vulnerable populations refer to? A. Groups that are economically disadvantaged. B. Groups that may be at greater risk of coercion or undue influence. C. Groups that are difficult to recruit. D. All participants in a study. Answer. B. Groups that may be at greater risk of coercion or undue influence. 21. Which of the following is considered a breach of ethical conduct in research? A. Providing participants with accurate information. B. Failing to report funding sources. C. Using valid data collection methods. D. Collaborating transparently with other researchers. Answer. B. Failing to report funding sources. 22. What should researchers do when their study results are contrary to their hypothesis? A. Ignore the findings and continue with their hypothesis. B. Report the findings honestly and transparently. C. Manipulate the data to fit their hypothesis. D. Withdraw the study entirely. Answer. B. Report the findings honestly and transparently. 23. In research ethics, what is the significance of ethics review boards? A. They are responsible for funding research projects. B. They provide oversight to ensure ethical standards are met. C. They write research proposals for researchers. D. They publish research findings. Answer. B. They provide oversight to ensure ethical standards are met. 24. What is the ethical significance of post-study obligations? A. Researchers have no further responsibilities after data collection. B. Researchers must inform participants of study results and implications. C. Researchers can abandon participants after the study ends. D. Researchers should not contact participants post-study. Answer. B. Researchers must inform participants of study results and implications. 25. Which of the following constitutes a violation of participant confidentiality? A. Using coded identifiers for data analysis. B. Sharing participant data without consent. C. Reporting aggregated findings. D. Maintaining secure data storage. Answer. B. Sharing participant data without consent. 26. The term duty to warn in research ethics refers to A. Researchers' obligation to keep participants informed at all times. B. Researchers' responsibility to report harmful actions or intentions. C. Researchers' duty to notify participants of the results. D. Researchers' obligation to warn colleagues of misconduct. Answer: B. Researchers' responsibility to report harmful actions or intentions. 27. What is the main focus of social justice in research ethics? A. Equal treatment of all researchers. B. Equitable selection and treatment of research participants. C. Maximizing research funding opportunities. D. Publishing findings in high-impact journals. Answer: You said. More relevant. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Here are more challenging multiple-choice questions MCQs specifically focused on research ethics, with an emphasis on nuanced scenarios and principles relevant to various research contexts. Advanced MCQs on research ethics. 1. The ethical principle of justice in research means: A. Ensuring that all participants benefit equally from research outcomes. B. Fair distribution of research risks and benefits among different populations. C. Upholding the confidentiality of all participants. D. Obtaining informed consent from every participant. Answer: B. Fair distribution of research risks and benefits among different populations. 2. In the context of research ethics, undue influence refers to: A. Offering excessive financial compensation to participants. B. The pressure placed on participants to partake in research. C. Misleading participants about the study's nature. D. Participants receiving inadequate information about the study. Answer: A. Offering excessive financial compensation to participants. 3. The concept of therapeutic misconception occurs when: A. Participants believe they are receiving a treatment rather than participating in research. B. Researchers fail to provide adequate care during a study. C. Participants do not understand the risks involved in the research. D. Researchers do not disclose conflicts of interest. Answer: A. Participants believe they are receiving a treatment rather than participating in research. 4. Which of the following best describes the ethical obligation of researchers when conducting studies involving minors? A. Parental consent is not required if minors are capable of understanding the study. B. Researchers must obtain consent from a parent or guardian and assent from the minor. C. Minors can participate in research without any consent requirement. D. Only verbal consent from the minor is sufficient. Answer: B. Researchers must obtain consent from a parent or guardian and assent from the minor. 5. In qualitative research, which of the following poses a significant ethical concern? A. The use of structured interviews. B. The researcher's potential bias influencing data collection and analysis. C. Ensuring data accuracy. D. The clarity of research objectives. Answer: B. The researcher's potential bias influencing data collection and analysis. 6. What ethical considerations must be addressed when using social media for research? A. Participants are always informed about their data being used. B. There are no ethical issues in collecting public data. C. Researchers must ensure participants' privacy and data security. D. Only public accounts can be accessed without consent. Answer: C. Researchers must ensure participants' privacy and data security. 7. The Helsinki Declaration primarily addresses ethical principles in: A. Environmental research. B. Social science research. C. Medical research involving human subjects. D. Animal research. Answer: C. Medical research involving human subjects. 8. Which of the following is an ethical concern when conducting research with a vulnerable population, such as individuals with mental illness? A. Increased recruitment efficiency. B. The potential for coercive circumstances in obtaining consent. C. Enhanced data richness. D. Greater likelihood of participant honesty. Answer: B. The potential for coercive circumstances in obtaining consent. 9. A conflict of interest in research occurs when: A. Researchers are unbiased in their findings. B. Financial or personal relationships may influence research outcomes. C. Research funding is obtained transparently. D. Participants are unaware of the study's aims. Answer: B. Financial or personal relationships may influence research outcomes. 10. The principle of reciprocity in research ethics suggests that: A. Researchers must compensate participants regardless of the study's outcome. B. Participants should receive benefits in return for their involvement in research. C. Researchers should avoid any form of compensation to ensure objectivity. D. Participants are not entitled to any results from the research. Answer: B. Participants should receive benefits in return for their involvement in research. 11. What is a primary ethical consideration when researchers conduct interviews in sensitive topics, e.g., trauma? A. Ensuring a strict time limit for interviews. B. Offering extensive compensation for participation. C. Creating a safe and supportive environment for participants. D. Avoiding any follow-up questions. Answer: C. Creating a safe and supportive environment for participants. 12. Researchers must ensure that participants are informed of A. Only the benefits of the research. B. All potential risks and discomforts associated with participation. C. The researcher's personal goals. D. The previous research conducted by the team. Answer: B. All potential risks and discomforts associated with participation. 13. In the context of research ethics, anonymization refers to A. Removing all identifying information from data. B. Sharing participant data with colleagues. C. Identifying participants by code only. D. Storing data securely. Answer: A. Removing all identifying information from data. 14. Which of the following is a reason for conducting an ethics review of a research proposal? A. To increase the likelihood of funding. B. To ensure compliance with ethical standards and protect participants. C. To enhance the reputation of the researcher. D. To expedite the research process. Answer: B. To ensure compliance with ethical standards and protect participants. 15. The Belmont Report outlines 3 core ethical principles for research involving human subjects. Which of the following is not one of these principles? A. Respect for persons. B. Integrity. C. Beneficence. D. Justice. Answer: B. Integrity. 16. In longitudinal studies, ethical issues may arise related to A. Maintaining participant engagement and informed consent over time. B. The initial recruitment process. C. Collecting baseline data. D. Analyzing data. Answer: A. Maintaining participant engagement and informed consent over time. 17. What is an ethical concern regarding the publication of research results? A. Researchers should only publish findings that support their hypothesis. B. Researchers must share data transparently to allow for reproducibility. C. Researchers can withhold negative results from publication. D. All research must be published to be considered valid. Answer: B. Researchers must share data transparently to allow for reproducibility. 18. Which of the following statements about debriefing is true in research ethics? A. Debriefing is optional and can be skipped if time is limited. B. Debriefing provides participants with complete transparency about the research process. C. Debriefing is only necessary for studies involving deception. D. Participants should not be informed about any negative impacts of the research. Answer: B. Debriefing provides participants with complete transparency about the research process. 19. Which of the following is an essential aspect of conducting ethical research with indigenous populations? A. Conducting research without their input. B. Respecting cultural values and obtaining community consent. C. Focusing solely on the researcher's objectives. D. Using data without permission. Answer: B. Respecting cultural values and obtaining community consent. 20. What should researchers consider when designing a study involving potential harm to participants? A. Ignoring the risks if the research is groundbreaking. B. Implementing measures to minimize harm and ensure participant safety. C. Focusing solely on the financial aspects of the research. D. Relying on participant resilience to cope with any harm. Answer: B. Implementing measures to minimize harm and ensure participant safety. 21. Which of the following actions is unethical when dealing with research data? A. Keeping data secured and accessible only to the research team. B. Fabricating or falsifying data to achieve desired outcomes. C. Archiving data for future reference. D. Sharing data with collaborators transparently. Answer: B. Fabricating or falsifying data to achieve desired outcomes. 22. In research involving sensitive issues, e.g., sexual assault, researchers must A. Use leading questions to gather information effectively. B. Prioritize participants' emotional and psychological well-being. C. Ensure anonymity is not needed for this type of research. D. Conduct interviews in public settings for more responses. Answer. B. Prioritize participants' emotional and psychological well-being. 23. Which principle ensures that researchers remain honest and transparent in their research practices? A. Beneficence. B. Integrity. C. Justice. D. Autonomy. Answer. B. Integrity. 24. The ethical practice of data sharing post-research is important because A. It allows researchers to claim ownership over the data. B. It promotes transparency and reproducibility of research findings. C. It is not necessary if the study was funded privately. D. It can compromise participant confidentiality. Answer. B. It promotes transparency and reproducibility of research findings. 25. What does the term informed assent specifically refer to? A. Consent obtained from a legal guardian. B. Agreement from participants who cannot legally consent but are capable of understanding the research. C. Verbal agreement to participate in research. D. The formal process of obtaining consent. Answer. B. Agreement from participants who cannot legally consent but are capable of understanding the research. These questions aim to deepen understanding of ethical considerations in research, emphasizing real-world applications and the complexities involved in ethical decision-making. If you need further details or a different focus, just let me know. You said. More future. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Here are more challenging multiple-choice questions (MCQs) related to research ethics, focusing on future implications and considerations in research practices. Advanced MCQs on future research ethics. 1. As artificial intelligence (AI) increasingly influences research methodologies, researchers must address which ethical concern. AI should not be used in data analysis. B. Transparency in the use of AI algorithms and their decision-making processes is essential. C. I can eliminate the need for human oversight in research. D. Participants should not be informed about AI involvement. Answer. B. Transparency in the use of AI algorithms and their decision-making processes is essential. 2. In the context of big data research, researchers must prioritize A. The speed of data collection over participant consent. B. The anonymization and security of participants' data. C. The financial gains from using big data. D. The aggregation of all data without ethical considerations. Answer. B. The anonymization and security of participants' data. 3. As virtual reality (VR) technologies are increasingly used in research, which of the following ethical considerations is critical? A. Ensuring VR experiences are fully immersive without concern for participant well-being. B. Debriefing participants about the psychological impacts of VR simulations. C. Conducting research without participant consent due to the nature of VR. D. Limiting participant involvement in VR research to a short duration. Answer. B. Debriefing participants about the psychological impacts of VR simulations. 4. With the rise of genetic research, ethical considerations around gene editing should focus on A. The potential for commercializing genetic modifications. B. The implications of consent for future generations and unforeseen consequences. C. The ability to eliminate all genetic diseases without ethical concerns. D. Using gene editing to enhance human capabilities. Answer. B. The implications of consent for future generations and unforeseen consequences. 5. In the context of global research collaboration, researchers must navigate A. Cultural differences without adjusting ethical standards. B. A standardized ethical framework that applies universally. C. The potential for exploitative practices in lower-income countries. D. A complete disregard for local ethical guidelines. Answer. C. The potential for exploitative practices in lower-income countries. 6. As researchers increasingly utilize crowdsourcing for data collection, they must ensure A. All contributions are treated as non-attributable. B. Clear communication regarding the use of participants' contributions. C. Compensation is only offered for larger contributions. D. Crowdsourcing negates the need for informed consent. Answer. B. Clear communication regarding the use of participants' contributions. 7. When employing social media for research purposes, ethical challenges may include: A. The absence of privacy settings on participants' accounts. B. The necessity for informed consent before data collection. C. The assumption that all public posts are free for research use. D. Ignoring ethical implications due to the platform's popularity. Answer: B. The necessity for informed consent before data collection. 8. In the future of research ethics, which issue is expected to gain more prominence? A. Traditional research methods remaining unchanged. B. The balance between data privacy and data utility. C. The rejection of technological advancements in research. D. The minimization of participant engagement in research. Answer: B. The balance between data privacy and data utility. 9. As personalized medicine becomes more common, researchers must consider: A. The elimination of consent processes due to urgency in treatment. B. The ethical implications of using personal data without consent. C. The potential for equitable access to personalized treatments. D. The disregard for participant autonomy in decision-making. Answer: C. The potential for equitable access to personalized treatments. 10. In research that involves artificial intelligence, ethical frameworks should: A. Be static and unchanging as technology evolves. B. Incorporate guidelines for the ethical use of AI in decision-making. C. Rely solely on existing human research ethics without adaptation. D. Focus primarily on technological advancements rather than ethical implications. Answer: B. Incorporate guidelines for the ethical use of AI in decision-making. 11. The increasing use of blockchain technology in research data management raises ethical questions about: A. The need for consent is obsolete. B. The permanence of data and participants' rights to withdraw. C. Data can be shared without any restrictions. D. Transparency is not necessary due to the technology's reliability. Answer: B. The permanence of data and participants' rights to withdraw. 12. As research increasingly addresses climate change, ethical considerations must include: A. Prioritizing data collection over participant involvement. B. The responsibility of researchers to advocate for policy changes based on findings. C. Ignoring local communities in research planning and execution. D. Focusing solely on technological solutions without ethical implications. Answer: B. The responsibility of researchers to advocate for policy changes based on findings. 13. In the context of research ethics and social media, what future ethical concern may arise? A. The irrelevance of consent in public spaces. B. The potential for misrepresentation of participants' views. C. The lack of platforms available for data collection. D. The increase in anonymity of researchers. Answer: B. The potential for misrepresentation of participants' views. 14. As neuroscience research advances, ethical dilemmas may center around: A. The infallibility of neurological findings. B. The interpretation and application of brain data in ways that respect personal identity and autonomy. C. The requirement for less stringent ethical oversight. D. Ignoring participants' feelings about brain data usage. Answer: B. The interpretation and application of brain data in ways that respect personal identity and autonomy. 15. The future of ethical oversight in research may involve: A. Less regulation due to technological advancements. B. A more collaborative approach between ethics committees and researchers to adapt to new challenges. C. Elimination of ethics reviews for all types of research. D. More restrictive practices without flexibility. Answer: B. A more collaborative approach between ethics committees and researchers to adapt to new challenges. 16. The ethical implications of using data from online platforms without consent focus on: A. The necessity for broad data access regardless of consent. B. Protecting individuals' privacy and data rights. C. The assumption that online data is public and free to use. D. The limited impact of data misuse on individuals. Answer: B. Protecting individuals' privacy and data rights. 17. With the increasing focus on mental health research, ethical considerations must include: A. Minimizing the significance of informed consent. B. The potential for emotional distress and the need for proper support systems. C. Researchers should disregard participants' feelings about the research. D. The assumption that all participants are resilient to emotional impacts. Answer: B. The potential for emotional distress and the need for proper support systems. 18. As citizen science gains popularity, ethical concerns will likely focus on A. The inaccessibility of citizen science to the public. B. The implications of participant engagement in research design and data collection. C. The redundancy of informed consent processes. D. The decreased reliability of citizen-collected data. Answer: B. The implications of participant engagement in research design and data collection. 19. In future research collaborations, ethical considerations should prioritize A. The competition between researchers rather than cooperation. B. Equal recognition and fair treatment of all collaborators. C. Disregarding the contributions of lesser-known researchers. D. Minimizing communication between collaborating teams. Answer: B. Equal recognition and fair treatment of all collaborators. 20. Future research ethics discussions are likely to emphasize A. A return to outdated ethical practices. B. The incorporation of diverse perspectives, including marginalized voices. C. The elimination of ethical guidelines to expedite research. D. A focus solely on technological advancements without ethical concerns. Answer: B. The incorporation of diverse perspectives, including marginalized voices. These questions aim to stimulate thought on the evolving landscape of research ethics and the complex considerations that will shape future research practices. Let me know if you need further details or adjustments. 2. Have you said more frequently asked? ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Here are some frequently asked multiple-choice questions (MCQs) related to research ethics. These questions cover key concepts, principles, and considerations that are often discussed in research ethics courses and literature. Frequently asked MCICs on research ethics. 1. What is the primary purpose of informed consent in research? A. To ensure that the researcher can publish the results. B. To protect the rights and welfare of research participants. C. To increase the number of participants in the study. D. To comply with funding agency requirements. Answer: B. To protect the rights and welfare of research participants. 2. Which of the following is not a principle of the Belmont Report? A. Respect for persons. B. Beneficence. C. Justice. D. Accountability. Answer: D. Accountability. 3. In research involving vulnerable populations, researchers must A. Avoid including vulnerable groups in studies. B. Ensure additional protections and considerations are in place. C. Focus solely on the benefits to the researcher. D. Ignore informed consent requirements. Answer: B. Ensure additional protections and considerations are in place. 4. What is meant by confidentiality in research ethics? A. Participants can choose to remain anonymous. B. Researchers are required to keep participant information secret. C. All data collected must be publicly accessible. D. Participants do not need to provide any personal information. Answer: B. Researchers are required to keep participant information secret. 5. Which of the following is a common ethical issue in qualitative research? A. Random sampling. B. Lack of statistical significance. C. Maintaining participant confidentiality. D. Large sample sizes. Answer: C. Maintaining participant confidentiality. 6. Informed consent must be obtained. A. Only once at the beginning of the study. B. After participants have received a thorough explanation of the research. C. Only if the study is funded by a government agency. D. In written form only. Answer: B. After participants have received a thorough explanation of the research. 7. What is the main ethical concern when conducting research with children? A. They cannot provide informed consent. B. They are not capable of understanding the research. C. They are always unreliable in providing data. D. They must be excluded from all research. Answer: A. They cannot provide informed consent. 8. Researchers must disclose conflicts of interest because A. They are required by law to do so. B. They want to improve their reputation. C. Conflicts may affect the integrity of the research. D. Participants will always understand the implications. Answer: C. Conflicts may affect the integrity of the research. 9. Which of the following statements is true regarding research misconduct? A. It includes honest mistakes in data analysis. B. It only refers to fraudulent research practices. C. It encompasses fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism. D. It is not a serious concern in research ethics. Answer: C. It encompasses fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism. 10. What is the role of institutional review boards (IRBs)? A. To fund research projects. B. To evaluate the ethical aspects of proposed research studies. C. To oversee the publication of research findings. D. To provide legal representation for researchers. Answer: B. To evaluate the ethical aspects of proposed research studies. 11. Which principle requires researchers to minimize harm to participants? A. Justice. B. Beneficence. C. Autonomy. D. Fidelity. Answer: B. Beneficence. 12. What is the ethical concern with using deception in research? A. It can lead to better data quality. B. It may violate participants' rights to make informed choices. C. It is often necessary to achieve valid results. D. It eliminates the need for informed consent. Answer: B. It may violate participants' rights to make informed choices. 13. Research involving human subjects must prioritize. A. The interests of the research team. B. The benefits of the research to society. C. The well-being and rights of the participants. D. The need to publish results quickly. Answer: C. The well-being and rights of the participants. 14. When conducting research in another country, researchers should: A. Follow their home country's ethical guidelines exclusively. B. Understand and adhere to the local laws and ethical standards. C. Ignore cultural differences. D. Assume that ethical standards are the same worldwide. Answer: B. Understand and adhere to the local laws and ethical standards. 15. Which of the following best describes research integrity? A. The accuracy and reliability of research findings. B. The ability to publish as many papers as possible. C. The adherence to ethical guidelines and standards in research. D. The ability to secure funding for research projects. Answer: C. The adherence to ethical guidelines and standards in research. 16. In research involving interviews, what ethical consideration is crucial? A. Conducting interviews in public places. B. Ensuring that participants understand their right to withdraw at any time. C. Keeping interviews as brief as possible. D. Only interviewing individuals with previous experience in research. Answer: B. Ensuring that participants understand their right to withdraw at any time. 17. In which scenario is it acceptable to conduct research without informed consent? A. When participants are unaware of the research topic. B. When research poses minimal risk and involves public behavior. C. When researchers feel the study will not be published. D. When participants are not informed about the risks. Answer: B. When the research poses minimal risk and involves public behavior. 18. What is the ethical issue related to the use of online surveys? A. They can only be distributed to a limited number of participants. B. They are less reliable than face-to-face surveys. C. Participants may not provide honest answers. D. Ensuring participant anonymity and data security. Answer: D. Ensuring participant anonymity and data security. 19. What should researchers do if they discover adverse effects after a study begins? A. Ignore them if the study is nearly completed. B. Report and address them according to ethical guidelines. C. Modify the results to avoid negative feedback. D. Continue with the study without any changes. Answer: B. Report and address them according to ethical guidelines. 20. Which ethical principle emphasizes fairness in research recruitment? A. Respect for persons. B. Beneficence. C. Justice. D. Integrity. Answer: C. Justice. These questions cover a range of key topics and principles in research ethics that are commonly discussed in academic settings. If you need more specific topics or themes, let me know. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.